So it's just a matter of time before places in this landscape do move down slope.
Tonight, Draper residents got to question the developer of the neighborhood where two homes slid off a cliff over the weekend. Thank you for joining us for Fox 13 News at 9. I'm Kelly Chapman.
And I'm Bob Evans. Fox 13 News investigative reporter Nate Carlisle first told us about landslide problems in Hidden Canyon Estates back in November. He attended the sometimes confrontational meeting tonight.
Well, it's sad that they are now paying attention to all concerns about the retaining wall and neighbors' complaints about different things.
It was the home of Eric Camrad and his wife that slid down a cliff over the weekend. Camrad was in the front row for Monday night's meeting at Edge Homes headquarters, also in Draper.
Our ordeal is basically over except for negotiation. It's more about the neighbors down the street and their property values and their backyards being repaired.
We attended but were not allowed to record during the meeting. Edge Homes founder Steve Maddox shook the hand of the Camrads and apologized to them. He then said Edge has met with a shoring company to come up with a plan to stop the immediate slide. It's also met with an engineering firm to review the rest of the neighborhood. Edge plans to turn the destroyed lots into an open space. First question came from a man who told Edge the landslides are the company's fault. He was asked to leave after he kept talking when the moderator tried to move on to another speaker. After that, the meeting was largely congenial.
Moving forward, the biggest concern of our street is safety and stability and accessibility of our homes.
Ellen Keller, her husband and their 3 children live across the street from the landslide. She told Edge she's worried their street will give way next.
We have a massive crater across the street from us now, and the question of the road stability is something that's on our minds every day.
Starting in 2007, my students and I have been studying this area.
Every home on Traverse Mountain is at some level of risk, according to Kathleen Nicole, an assistant professor of geography at the University of Utah.
All of those houses are on the same kind of geologic substrate, which is a soil that tends to have a plastic style, meaning that it can bend and buckle. If it's failing kind of at the base, and it's essentially moving up the slope to capture the crown. And those houses on the ridgeline over there are at the crown.
Edge Homes President Gordy Jones said he hadn't read Nicole's 2010 research paper on the mountain's geology. He told the crowd of about 80 he believes the problems are isolated to Hidden Canyon Estates. He referred to the slide as a failure exacerbated by the wet spring and winter. In Draper, Nate Carlisle, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Stay with Fox 13 News on air and online as we continue to track the fallout of this disaster in Draper.